Some of you that were asking how to fix a floating object on your website. So say you're on a website and you want to fix a floating object. Okay, so let's go like this real fast. On the index page of your index page. So your index page, you want to create a new style for that object. So that object would be an icon. So what you want to do is you want to create a new style for that image. Okay, so I've already picked the image. The image is going to be favorite icon. Okay, so for many of you who are trying to always fix some CSS, this is how you do it faster on your end. Go to style or create a style for that object. Let's see, fav icon. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to name the function. So this is a CSS function. For many of you, CSS, just relax. This is a CSS function because I've connected this CSS function to the handle. Okay, so here's the CSS function, favorite icon. And just like if you were inside of a JSON folder, okay, you want to have the brackets open on it, look, open on that side, open on that, closed on that side. So open close function, CSS function, style, right? You want to put this specific favorite icon in the corner. So what we want to do is we want the image to be at the top, right hand corner, 0, to close that out, left side, and we want that to be 0. So this is very simple. And the other one is position fixed. So you want it in a position fixed. Close that out. Okay. You want it at a position fixed. So that's all the way at the top to the left where this, you see where it says DOCTYPE, that's where you want the image to float. Okay. So now you want to go down here. Okay. I'm going to put this way down at the bottom. Okay. So everybody knows how to put an image on HTML. Okay, so boom, you put the image on the HTML, image source equals and the image I'm going to put there is going to be favorite icon because everybody usually, they know what that is. Okay, so now to connect this to the CSS function, you need to name the class, not style, but class. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to type on class equals, and for many of you who can't remember, what's the function's name? The function's name is favorite icon. So fav icon is the function. Okay, now let me make sure proofread. I always proofread when I do this. Okay, so when I save this, that icon should be up in the top left hand corner. Now here's the thing about the favorite icon. Let me go back up here to my other CSS. Sometimes other CSS conflicts. So you see this conflict right here? There's a conflict in the merge. See the merge? Favorite icon cannot merge with image. Excuse me, it should have been image, not favorite icon. So you see the conflict. So I'm going to take this over here because that shows the height, or excuse me, height and width. So a lot of you were looking for. Sorry about that. I have to go back and correct myself. Okay, so I'm going to take this style off of there because I've already done this. Okay, now the function is image because what you're trying to position is an image. So it's an SVG, whatever it is. Okay, so you name it here, and boom, now you've got it there. Now let me bring down the percent on that to like 10 or 10 because, well, why not? All right, save that. It should be up in the top left-hand corner. See it? That's how you fix it faster. That way you can understand your CSS faster. The same thing with JavaScript. Anything that's out there. So, okay, whatever the hell your computer language is, all you got to do is make a function for it. See? Boom. The function is image. Boom. See it? Function. And then here goes the classes for it. So there's the function, there's the class. Okay, scroll down. Always make sure to make the class, well, it says class favorite icon, but it should be image. Okay, So because the image, see, there's the function. That's the function, and then boom, that's the class. You see the class? But what I did was I made it where the what do you call it? You put it down here too, class. There's another class down here. See it? So basically, it's another class to keep it in check. So once you do that, now you go to your page. It's there. It's done. And I ain't got that much battery left to go do it. But that's how you fix your JavaScript. Because every time I go on YouTube, someone's always streaming, oh, how do I fix this to this side? Oh, maybe we put like 10% in there, 10% in here. And you're always guessing. You're supposed to know, but you're always guessing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you to identify the problem. The problem is that you're forgetting. And when you forget, that's because your brain is not a computer. So for many of you that are trying to always fix a position of something, if you're ever watching a developer and they're always trying to guess where it's going to appear on the screen on another side, on the other side, the superposition. Okay, you're trying to guess the superposition. Me, I am the superposition. I know where it's going to be at if I'm going to guess it, because there's a function in a class there. And many people are just like, well, how do I fix it to where I want it to be on the left side, etc. All that, I could put this in the center. If you go up here, you can position it in the center. And I believe it should do that because the other day I put another image in the center and it went to the center. But it should be, yeah. It's not in the center on here because I don't think that's it's not a CSS class. So you have to go look up this specific class or this specific class and what its options are that are added to it. That way you can move it into a better position the way that you want to. But usually it's there's absolute, justified, there's fixed, absolute, justified, and a few other ones in CSS. I've gone and looked at your computer language before, and trust me, it looks kind of like JavaScript and a few other ones too. But like I said before, these are functions and classes that you can work with to make everything work just fine. And like I said before, whenever you end up with an object that is floating on your screen while you're navigating your new design, to get control of it, to take the wheel, you need to take the name of it. So if it's an image, it's an image. If it's a field set, it's a field set. If it's a search box, it's a search box. If it's a list of links or text, it can be that. Whatever it may be, you need to take control of it with a function with CSS. So you can take control of where it's positioned. And then you're driving, it's a superposition, like two magnets. This magnet's over here, that magnet's over there. If I wiggle this one, that one should wiggle too. You get what I mean? So when I rotate it a certain way, I can spin and go in the direction I want to go to if I'm in space. If I was in space, it's a superposition of where I want to go to. You understand? Meaning that I have to become gravity in order to create a trajectory or a momentum, a velocity in that direction, in order to control the superposition and become one with it as I think it's called a superconductor or a type of electricity producer. So it produces electricity a certain way. It's a velocity of besides all of that, this is about computer language and how to get control over it. I can talk about it now because I've already shown you in the first beginning of the video. But to go on with the rest of what I was saying, another one is translation. I don't understand your language if you're speaking Spanish or another language. But the computer language is the same computer language. It doesn't matter what language you're talking. If I look at your computer language, I can see what it needs to have done with it. I can put it in the comments. Hey, all you got to do is just do this and do that. Other one is, it's not about skills. Do not put in the comments that, oh, you don't know how to code right and all this other stuff, because it doesn't matter anymore, because computers can do it better than both of us, and it's what you're saying is redundant. it's counterproductive to my gathering intelligence and becoming more smarter. So for me to think about what you say about my coding skills, it doesn't sound right, because we're in a new frontier of intelligent computing, and you're looking at me telling me I code like crap, and you can't code better than a computer. So I know who your ops are.